What a world, what a world. You know what? I should use some other catchphrase. I was thinking about maybe doing Vince McMahon's "Welcome everyone," but I don't know. I think what a world is pretty good. But anyways, okay. So we found out today that Sasha Banks won. I haven't watched the match myself. I'm gonna watch it probably tomorrow. Well, actually, I'm gonna watch it today because it's midnight. But all right, let's get this on the road. We're gonna do something simple today. We're just gonna do a video. I found a video from the Critical Drinker. He's looks like Wonder Woman 1984 is going to be a flop. Looks, how's it look? I want to know. And because I'm a big Wonder Woman fan. I mean, I mean, I love the movie. You know what I mean? The first movie. Oh man, that's the best DC movie. You know what I mean? I mean, The Dark Knight was good, but that's a whole other thing. I'm talking about the DCU universe. Wonder Woman is like the best. So, all right, let's just get right to it. Let's see what this guy has to say.
Wonder Woman proved to be a pretty lucky break for Warner Brothers when you think about it. It came along at a time when the DC Universe was struggling to get off the ground after the lackluster Man of Steel and the chaotic, overblown disaster of Batman vs Superman.
You know, that's what I was talking about. I was talking about the DCU universe. I mean, it's kind of god awful. Look at Batman. It's a stupid movie. I don't have a problem with Ben Affleck being the Batman. It's just the movie in general just sucked. I think was it Zack Snyder? Yeah, that guy sucks. I watched Watchmen. I think he directed Watchmen. It was okay. I mean, he was pretty faithful, so I don't have any problems. But for some reason, he just couldn't make a good Batman and Superman movie. I don't know why. You take two godlike characters like that, you think you make a good movie, man. I can't believe I wasted so much money in the movie theaters for Batman vs Superman. Thankfully, I went to go watch Wonder Woman in theaters too, so that was a good time. All right, so let's move on.
Why did you say that name? It wasn't a perfect movie by any means, and I suspect people look back on it rather more fondly than it deserves, but it delivered a mostly coherent and pretty wholesome story, centered around a likeable main character that somehow managed not to be a boring, obnoxious parody of female empowerment, unlike some people we could name.
Is that like a person?
Oh man, it seems like it's kind of right wing. That's fine, but all right, well, that movie was no good. And that's another movie I went to go see in the movie theaters. And I was never, what was that, Captain Marvel? I was never a big fan of Captain Marvel, the girl version or the guy version. But I went to go see it, and it was terrible. Spoiler alert, Samuel L. Jackson, his character, Nick Fury. I remember when Nick Fury used to be white? Yeah, I remember those days too. Anyways, his eye patch. They finally show you how he got the scratch or the reason why he needs an eye patch. Stupid. And that just shows you, I don't know, such a Disney thing to do.
Personal attack or something?
And perhaps best of all, it made the most of Gal Gadot's general loveliness, her enchanting smile.
Oh man, let me tell you, making Gal Gadot Wonder Woman, even though she's like she's Israel. You know, it would have been awesome to get like a beautiful Greek woman, but I can't even think of any beautiful Greek actresses of that caliber. So, whatever. They got an Israeli model to play Gal Gadot, and I mean to play Wonder Woman. My bad. To play Wonder Woman, and it's fantastic. She did a fantastic job on the first movie. Let's continue.
Smile, smouldering dark eyes, and damn, lost my train of thought there for a second. Anyway, my point is
I wonder if that's really him drinking like that.
that Wonder Woman was one of those rare films where all the different elements that could have gone so badly wrong instead coalesced into a movie that was actually pretty good and just about everyone seemed to enjoy. Holy shit, man, I guess these things really can happen. Unfortunately, the sequel, Wonder...
Oh man, did you see that? Here, let's rewind it. I want to rewind it. that was a good spot. Hold on.
These things really can happen.
Oh, man.
Unfortunately,
Oh, no, let's... come on.
yes, these things really can happen.
Man, let's just pause it right there. Like, that's a beautiful girl. You know, I'm very biased to pretty women. I'm not gonna lie to you. Right wing, left wing, they can be mean. I don't care. Beautiful women are beautiful women. That is a beautiful woman. Yeah, I can't wait to watch this movie. Will I be going to the movie theaters? No. I will be streaming this at my house in the comfort of my own casa. All right, let's go.
Unfortunately, the sequel, Wonder Woman 1984, seems to be headed in the opposite direction. First came...
Oh, you don't say, drunken critic, or whatever your name is? Let me check. I want to be mean about it. The critical drinker, sorry. Whatever, I think drunken... the drunken critic sounds a little bit better. But anyways, critical drinker. Why? I mean, what makes you think that? I'm pretty sure you're going to tell us in this video, so let's get right to it, huh?
Came the rather underwhelming trailer, which I already covered in a previous video. It featured an unwelcome combination of tired 1980s nostalgia baiting, typecasting of past their prime actresses, and antagonist...
That's their prime. Is Christina Wiig over 40? I don't know. I have no idea. She's over 40. She might be. Who knows? But come on, man. That's messed up. She's a pretty girl, still.
That bears a striking resemblance to a well-known public figure.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you that. He does look like it, but from the snippets that I saw, he's more of a self-help guru, one of those guys from the 80s and 90s who used to tell you you could do this. You could just follow my plan, just give me strategy and give me money, and I'll teach you how to be rich. Second thought, maybe that is Donald Trump.
That people have literally made entire careers out of hating, and the cheap resurrection...
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'll concede to that.
Of a dead character that will almost certainly return to being dead by the end of the movie, so as not to fuck up the continuity of the series. It was basically 3 minutes of smoke and mirrors that added up to a whole lot.
I hope they don't do this stupid thing where he's not really there, it's just a figment of her imagination. That'd be kind of stupid. I hope they don't do that.
Of nothing, leaving us with a cheap, shiny, tacky piece of filler that shed light on a period in Wonder Woman's life that nobody really cares about. Not a great start, to be honest. Then the rumours began to leak out. Rumours that the movie had bombed at test screenings, leaving audiences confused and frustrated and forcing hasty and extensive reshoots as the studio executives scrambled to course correct. Because, you know, that kind of studio meddling at the 11th hour is always a sign of impending success.
Well, here's the thing, man. I mean, they do that in a lot of movies. You know, one of the best movies I've ever seen in my whole life is called Blade Runner. That thing has 5 different versions of it. Yeah, you know, that's just how movies are made. You know, a lot of meddling, a lot of directors clashing. I mean, it could still turn out to be a great movie, or it could be a crap movie that, you know, everyone thought it was going to be great, and it turned out that it wasn't. I mean, I don't know, man. You just gotta wait for it to come out. And the fact that it's coming out in streaming and movie theaters either tells me one or two things. That one, maybe you're right, or two, they just given up on the whole movie theater thing because of the coronavirus. Or maybe 3, a little bit of both. Maybe. I don't know. Let's find out together.
Then the director did an extremely well thought out interview where she straight up admitted that the movie's villain was a direct criticism of the dreaded Orange Man, because...
I feel like... Alright, you know what, let me go ahead and let me see what you gotta say. Because I don't know what you're gonna say. Let me just go ahead and just hear you out.
Because, you know, of course he is. If there's one thing I've learned during my time as a movie critic, it's that working class American audiences just love it when multi-millionaire Hollywood elites try to inject present day political issues into their escapist superhero fantasy films and lecture them on who they should vote for in the next election. It just...
Okay. Alright. Wow. Dude, I don't know what to tell you, man. All I'm gonna say is that when you hear a dude calling, you hear someone saying that your people are rapists, drug traffickers, and all that, and then he says, some, I suppose, are good people. And then he tries to backtrack and say, oh, I wasn't talking about, Latinos. I was talking about the MS-13, those gang members. But he said some of them were to be good people. So no, he was talking about Mexicans. He doesn't like Latinos, or at least that's how he portrays himself to his right-wing propaganda. And I had to sit there for 4 years and take it, because I remember 2016. It feels like yesterday. Hillary won the popular vote, and I'm like thinking to myself, what's going on? I voted for Hillary. Hillary won by 3 million popular vote. But, this thing that's called electoral college, they get to decide who really is the president. And they gave it to Trump. I didn't cry about it, I didn't whine about it. I said, you know what? Let's give him a shot. And of course he did a terrible job. I mean, it's really not his fault. I mean, he had no experience as a politician. I mean, you become the president of the United States and you did nothing. Other people are going to say, oh, he was a great businessman. No, he wasn't. That's a lie. No, he wasn't. He had like bankrupt casinos. He had a scam school. You know what? I feel like I've gone too much. But he did have a scam school. Google it. Maybe I'll do a whole research thing on my blog. Oh, by the way, I have a blog. LazyAprofit.com. I'll put it in the description. But yeah, let's continue.
Makes sense. This was all bad enough, but then the world was put on hold by the unspecified virus of unknown origin, and the
Okay, let's back it up. Let's back it up.
hold by the
Okay, look, check it out. He puts China and puts Winnie the Pooh on here. Listen. This guy is obviously right wing. I didn't even know he was right wing. I just saw it looks like a Wonder Woman flop, and I thought to myself, 6 minutes, I should talk and get some practice in, because just like Trump, this is my first time on the webcam. This is the first time being a president. It's my first time talking to you on a webcam. So we got that. I'm a first timer. He's a first timer. Anyways, so this guy is saying that the coronavirus came from China. First of all, that's not been confirmed yet. We think it came from China, but we don't know for sure. So that's not a fact. That's a rumor. We think it came from China, but we have no evidence. So one thing I like is evidence, and there's no evidence for that.
Specified virus of unknown origin, and the summer movie season that was supposed to be crammed full of billion-dollar blockbusters basically couldn't happen. One by one, big-budget movies were delayed and postponed, including Wonder Woman 1984. The summer movie season...
Man, I felt so bad when 1984 Wonder Woman did want to come out, because I was ready to see it.
Came and went, and with no end in sight, Hollywood eventually had no choice but to say, fuck it, we're pulling the plug on 2020, including No Time to Die. Oh no.
Did anybody see that piece of shit movie? I'm sorry, I cussed. Oh. Okay, please don't demonetize me. Or monetize me. I don't care what you do. Anyways, I'm sorry, I won't cuss anymore. I don't know, I don't like James Bond movies. I watched the first one. It was okay. The problem I have with James Bond, at least the modern James Bond, is he's like a superhero, except he's not a superhero, he's a super spy. Hero spies, it gets tiring. It's really tiring. And I know that he came from the late 2000s. I think that's when the first one, 2008. So he was there before, comic movies really hit their stride. But still, I can care less about super spy movies. Especially James Bond. Jason Bourne wasn't even all that either.
Oh, I was so excited about seeing Bond get cured of his toxic masculinity. What a shame. Jesus, it's like this movie.
You get him? Man, he is so right wing with his thoughts. I mean, look, dude, I'm sorry that they messed up your James Bond. They made him demasculate. You know what? I wish they didn't do that. I wish they kept them, muy macho. But, that's how Hollywood goes, man. That's why you should be paying for tickets. It looks like you drink more than you probably go to the movie theaters. I don't know, man. I'm guessing. Maybe you do pay to go to the movie theaters. I do too. And I didn't want to see James Bond. I'm sorry that you did, but I guess it is what it is.
He's fucking cursed. The problem here is that you can't really afford to leave your $200 million movie sitting in the can for a year or two while we wait for theatres to reopen, assuming there even are any cinemas left when this is all over. No.
Oh man, I heard a couple of them went bankrupt. I think movie theaters are dead, or they should die. I don't know. To be honest with you, man, I don't like movie theaters. Never have. I go see a lot of movies. I just like watching movies, and that's my favorite pastime. That and pro wrestling, as you can see. Sasha Banks in the background. But yeah, man, I like movies too, and I didn't like going to the movie theaters at the park. It was disgusting. The kids, and I'm not even talking about the kids going to watch the movies. I'm talking about the kids that work at the movie theater. The manager was always either a kid or he was a old fat person who looked like he hit on the college age kids that worked there. Oh man. Anyways, these kids, man, they don't do the job right. They don't pay these kids a lot either. They pay them like minimum wage to pick up popcorn and all that. They're just not gonna do their job for that. I know I wouldn't if I worked at the movie theater.
Not only do you lose that all-important momentum and public interest as people gradually forget about your film that was advertised a year ago, but you also start to rack up even more debts. See, most studios don't actually finance films by themselves because, funnily enough, they don't tend to have hundreds of millions of dollars just lying around waiting to be spent.
No way!
Instead, they take out loans from investors, and as I've learned the hard way, the thing about loans is that you have to pay them back. In fact, most of the time you have to start paying interest on them right away. The longer you leave the loan outstanding, the more interest you have to pay back. And if you try to duck them, they'll send their cousin Jamal round to break your fucking fingers. Anyway.
Is that a joke? Was he trying to be funny? I'm laughing at the fact that you're trying to be funny.
I think you can see the problem this presented for Warner Brothers. The longer they waited to release Wonder Woman 2, the more debt they'd rack up and the less chance they'd have of turning a profit from the thing. Because believe it or not, studios do actually still care about making money. Not that you'd think so based on the shit they've churned out.
Yeah, that movie sucked. Dude, but all this what you're saying, man, you don't really know if it's bad or not. You don't. You have no clue. It could be a very good movie. Nothing have you have said makes it out to be a bad movie. Even with you, they're hating on Trump. Who cares? Alright? If you don't want to watch it because they're making fun of a president, it sounds like you're not even from America. I'm sorry. Maybe you are. I don't know. But who cares? I don't care. I mean, they can make a movie making fun of Joe Biden right now. I could care less. I'm not gonna watch it. And even if they put Wonder Woman and on, old Joe, I care less. I'm here to see Wonder Woman kick butt, and hopefully she does that in the movie. I mean, you gotta have more than that, just kicking butt, because they did that in Batman vs Superman, and that didn't go well either.
Recently, which leads us inexorably to the present day and the announcement that Warner Brothers are going to be releasing Wonder Woman 1984 onto the streaming service HBO Max.
Yo man, I think that's an awesome thing. To watch Wonder Woman in my household, I mean, I would like to see it in the big screen, dude, but we talked about this. I'm telling you, man, every time I went into that movie screen, I didn't see anything that I couldn't see in my house. I mean, look, I used to have this old computer. I mean, I still have an old computer, but look, I had this old computer in the mid-2000s. I would watch movies on it, and it would do a tearing. that tearing is because the computer couldn't keep up with the movie. So, and I go to the movie theaters and I see that tearing. I'm thinking to myself, I paid $12 for this. I think $12 or $13. I'm not even sure anymore, but I paid for that? Nah, man, I'd rather stay home. I'd rather stay home if that's gonna happen.
For free, because, you know, that kind of strategy worked out really well for...
Okay, Mulan sucked. Alright, Mulan sucked. Okay. Think of a good movie. I don't know. Think of, I can't even think of a good movie, man. I really can't. Alright, what was a good movie recently? I don't even know, man. Hey, look, you know what? The first Wonder Woman. If you would have streamed that back in 2017, I think it would have got an audience, and I think everyone would have loved it. Who knows? I don't know.
For Mulan, and I'm sure nobody's going to take unfair advantage of the situation and start distributing it freely online. The internet would never stoop to that level.
They're also going to punch it out into
Stitch.
whatever movie theaters
Still exist on Christmas Day, because as you well know, most people enjoy nothing better on Christmas Day than blowing off dinner and drinks with their family and heading out to a fucking movie theater. So what does this unhappy combination of elements add up to? Well, in a nutshell, it means this movie's gonna flop. Hard. It was already flirting with being a disappointment. The 3-year gap didn't do any favours for its momentum, and now this hasty, botched release onto a streaming service that not many people use is pretty much the final nail in the coffin. And it's a real shame, to be honest, because a successful second movie could have cemented this series as a reliable moneymaker in the years ahead, instead of...
How? I mean, have you seen threequels? Alright. They tend to go down after a while. I'm trying to think of a third sequel. I can't even think. I don't even care. Yeah. I care less.
of an expensive flash in the pan. Wonder Woman represents a positive, optimistic, and genuinely likable female lead, unlike the parade of boring, dead-eyed planks of wood we've been force-fed over the past several years.
Well, look, those movies suck. And look, I remember 2015. Everybody was on Star Wars. I sat in that movie theater and I said, Star Wars sucks. Nobody wanted to believe me. Now everybody's believing me now. Oh, yeah, the third movie. Yeah, Star Wars was the third movie that came out. I don't know what it was called. What was it called again? I don't care. You had Force Awakens on the first. Second, I don't even remember what it was called. And the third, I could really care less. I didn't watch the third one in movie theaters. Not going to. I evidently watched the second one. I can't believe I did. I can't even waste money again. You know what? I love streaming. Let's just stream.
And it makes me kind of sad that other less worthy characters might try to fill her shoes. It's just another reason, as if you needed one, to fucking hate 2020.
Is that like a personal attack or something?
Anyway, that's all I've got for today.
Well, good. Shut up. Alright, so, okay. This is my third video. I think I'm still bad, but oh well, I'll get over it. Anyways, go ahead and go down to the description and make sure you pay me. Please give me money. I need it, man. I got like all these ideas and strategies I want to implement, but I can't do it because I need money. So if you like what I'm doing, give me money. What else I was gonna say? I don't even know. Oh yeah. The whole Trump thing. I think this dude is just upset because they're hating on Trump or whatever, and I think he just needs to get over it. And he's basing not liking the movie just the fact that they're talking a mess about Trump. I don't know why he cares so much. Who cares? I don't care. Right wing people, man, they take these repubes. They take everything so seriously, so personal. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I personally don't like Trump. Personally, don't like what he said about Mexicans. But I can take away that personal stuff and let's just look at the facts. Let's look at it. 4 years he did nothing. There was no wall built, none whatsoever. He didn't do anything what he would say. He didn't even put Hillary in prison. He got impeached. Well, he He got a trial to get impeached, but he didn't find him. But listen, you get what I'm saying? The dudes suck, and I think that's what's going on right now. I think the Republicans and the liberals in the White House. In the government, want him out, and they flushed him out. And I think the American people spoke up. They kept talking about how the silent majority was Republicans. I think the real silent majority was people like me and the rest of the country. We aren't going to just sit back and have Trump have another 4 years. And if that pisses you off so bad to say that Wonder Woman is going to flop without even watching the movie, you could be right, but are you? No. No, you're not. You're not right until the movie comes out. Then you might be. But for right now, you're not right. Alright, well, I gotta get out of here. I gotta film another video. I'll see you later. Peace. Oh, like and subscribe. Do all that junk. Retweet. Go to my Twitter. Lazy A Profit. The Twitter is like, yeah.